Hey everybody, Ryan here for the band. I can see myself there, so I'm gonna glance over there every now and again. You guys are here, I'm up there. It's kind of weird. Let me take a sip of my coffee first. Yeah, so I want to start off by thanking everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching our music video. It means the world to us, and personally, I mean, it's like so cool to see that like 500, 600 people have actually seen my music video. In the last day, it's risen dramatically. I mean, by seen it, I mean like all of it. It's hard to actually gauge how many people have seen all the way through, but thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for sharing it and liking it, and thank you to all of the international fans that have liked our page and been sharing it. Thank you guys on the Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. Thank you to Heavy Metal Yeti, and you'll probably never see this. So that's cool. Whatever. Thank you guys so much. So I want to talk a little bit about what we have coming up over the next year. Our year plan, so to speak. We started making the plan in January and started pushing it out in February. And we're already seeing the results of it. Our Facebook page has grown pretty significantly. It's really cool. It's cool to see. But the plan is essentially threefold. One, we're not going to sell you our content. What I mean is, we want you guys to go to YouTube and Spotify. YouTube to watch the videos we put out and to listen to the songs, and Spotify to listen to our music. And it's super easy to find us on Spotify. Just type in Sunlander, and you're there. There are 3 of Oberon's songs on there, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's all, we're great friends with them. The reason is because we did a split with them. So it's like our songs are on theirs. It's all cool. Just listen to it. They did a cover Eye of the Tiger. It's great. Go listen to it. Well, that's the first thing. We're not going to sell you our music. Now, we might have merch and stuff we will sell you. We're not going to do a CD, like a physical CD. No, we're actually going to do something a little different. But you can still buy that if you want. It's going to have a bunch of other goodies that goes along with it. Because kind of what's happening is their CDs don't exist anymore. Like, nobody has a CD player. No new cars have CD players. No new laptops have players in them. And why would you take the time? Maybe some cars do, like older cars from like 2010 back and stuff, but it's all USB now. So we're going to do something kind of different and unique, at least unique to us and unique to the area. And we'll be more than happy to work with you guys to get you some really cool special content for that, if you want it, like that. Some merchandise. We're gonna have shirts. We're gonna have soft shirts like this nice Oberon T-shirt. You can't really see the Oberon, but I promise it says Oberon right here. See that? See how it kind of faded in right there? Really soft tees. We're gonna have some really cool art coming out for some T-shirts and stuff. And if you want to, you can buy it. If not, that's cool too. So that's like 2 of the things. We're gonna have some unique merch for you guys. And then also, we're gonna have, well, this is like part A and part B. We have a new song coming out next month, and we're gonna start recording it tomorrow. That's gonna be March the 2nd, and it's about a tree. It's about space. I don't know. I kind of wrote the words yesterday for it. Technically today, because on a live stream. I don't know if I'll keep those. We'll see. It's got a Middle Eastern theme, and it's not as heavy and screamy as the other one. There's singing, and there's some cool jam part at the end. It's more in line with our actual sound. Slow Burn's kind of an outlier, but we're still going to do some heavy stuff too. Anyway, I digress. That's coming out into this month, end of March, and then we're going to have a music video shortly after that. And then we're going to have an album release coming out in August. Full-length album. About 8 songs, 9 songs, about 45 minutes in length. It's a concept album, and this is the second part of what I want to talk about. So, the album models itself a little bit after The Wall, in that, Pink Floyd's The Wall, in that, you know how, in The Wall, how it ends, or it begins in the middle of a sentence, like somebody's talking, and then like, if you listen to the very, very end of it, it's the beginning of that sentence. You're beginning what the guy's saying, and also how there's this musical theme that happens throughout the entire thing. You know, bow now, wow, 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 wow. We have something that's like that. We play with it a lot more than they did because it happened to work that way. But we like turn it upside down and stuff. It's really cool. There's, but it actually tells a story that starts over again. And I'm going to go over the story a little bit here. So it opens up with a song called Collide, and we tend to open up our shows with that song. And it's about two stars that collide. And it's also about getting into a fight with somebody, or having sex with somebody. But then, okay, so in the story of the album, what happens is that the stars collide, and it forms one big star, and a planets begin to form and whatnot, and civilizations start to form on one of the planets, and they develop religions and cultures and all that stuff, and it's real cool, and everything's great. And then they develop a weapon that reverses time, and some dude gets kicked out of his religion because he's doing something bad or whatever, I don't know. And so he uses that weapon and he bombs them, and time reverses, and old civilizations come back up and the dead rise, and all sorts of fun stuff happens. And so they decide to kill that dude because he did a bad thing, and then they decide to cast the weapon out into space. So time passes, and time goes on and whatnot, and eventually they realize that their sun, their star, is going to die. And so what they do is they go out and they search for it. But their civilization isn't at a point where they can actually leave the planet in mass, right? And it won't. They project it won't be by the time the star dies, so they need to go out and find it. This one guy goes and he's out there and he finds it, and he grabs it, and he finds it and there's a monster, and he goes and stabs it with this like electronic spear thing, and that's where the album art is. It's really good. You guys are gonna love the art. I love the art. And the dude's like, I'm gonna throw the spear, and he's in a spacesuit. It's really cool. Like, so anyway, he gets the weapon from the monster, and he goes back to his planet, and everybody's celebrating. It's really cool. And then they use it on the sun, and the sun begins to de-age, and what happens is, well, two stars come out of it, and all the weird rotational forces of all of that cause the planet and all the planets to like go into the sun, and then everybody dies. And then it starts over again. Yay, it's so cool, yay. Anyway, that's the story of the album. And it ends with the same notes that it begins with, yada yada yada, kind of cool. It's about more than that, though. Each song has, except for two songs are actually about the story in the album. Everything else is sort of told in like an allegory sense, where it's like not really about the subject matter, it's about something else. Like there's the actual story that's happening, but it's really about this other thing. Yeah. And it's got some jam sections where we just jam, you know. It's structured, but it's definitely a jam. We've got some psychedelic parts, we got some heavy stuff going on, we got some riffs that are kind of like Mastodon and Alan Parsons Project combined. We've got some Baroness style stuff. We got is it this one? I don't think this one has the Torch style stuff. It's got so many cool riffs and licks, and I'm really excited to get out there because it's been like 2-3 years in the making now, and we've already written enough songs for another album. Just have to refine them and make them actually fit in the sound. But we're so excited. Our 2-year plan is looking great, and I really hope you guys keep with us, you know, for the next 2-3 years, and we'll see what happens after that. But thank you guys for listening. It's been a 10-minute video. Holy crap. I'm going to actually make this 10 minutes. I'm going to try to make it 10 minutes on the dot, so we've got 19 more seconds. Is this uncomfortable? I can see myself over there, but I'm going to try not to look. Oh, I looked. 5 more seconds, guys.